All right, we are live. Or at least I should be live. Yeah, we're looking good. I choose you, Golden Shinx. I really hope not. I really hope not. We'll see. Welcome back. Thank you, man. It has been one day since the last stream. It's been a long day. Yeah. Alright. I guess we're jumping straight in though. We're back on Route Master after a day break. And Driftbloom, there will be at some point. Good evening, good evening. How's it going, everyone? Hello, hello. Hey, everyone's coming in straight away. But yeah, we did the Sapphire Dream Team quest stream yesterday, which went pretty well. No shiny, unfortunately, yet, but that is just going to be a one-day-a-week thing. And now we're back to Route Master. And hopefully, today's the day where we find Pachirisu. But we'll see. We'll see. The ever-elusive Pachirisu. But how's everyone's days been today? Anyone get up to anything interesting? Because my day today, I spent part of it learning how to ROM hack. Believe it or not. And if you've seen the post on my channel that I did earlier today, I've actually got an idea for a one-off video, which would only take me like 2 or 3 days to actually record and edit and upload. So I might just do that this weekend. I'm currently heading towards 12k encounters on a hunt in black for literally anything. Well, hopefully something comes up soon for you, man. Does any Pokemon have static? Doesn't that increase the rate of electric Pokemon? No, I can't get static for a very long time in this game, so unfortunately that method's not going to work. I saw Poseidon's new video today. Can someone explain why his next area is so bad? It's because it's got Dunsparce in the cave, which is just 1%. And there's no real way to boost it. So if he gets the cave, then he's stuck doing a 1% hunt, which could take him forever. If anyone didn't see the post, then you're going to have to check the channel to see what I'm cooking right now. But yeah, I learned how to ROM hack just today, and I figured out how to change the trainer sprites. I made my own trainer sprite sheet to change the in-game character. I know how to change the starter Pokemon, that sort of thing. Just basic stuff for now, but I've only done it today. I've had to. It's been a while since I've actually had to make sprites in Photoshop, so that was fun to do that again. But yeah, it should be good. Should be decent. But I need like maybe 2 days to record it, so I'm gonna do that at some point. But it's just a one-off video, and I feel like it is the type of video where there's a chance it could do well. There's a chance. It's an interesting concept, I guess. I don't want to spoil it because I could probably get it done this weekend and upload this weekend, so I want to do it first. Every NPC becomes Cynthia. Now that, oh my god, you just give me an idea there. Imagine every NPC becomes Cynthia, or every trainer becomes Cynthia. But like, it scales throughout the game. So when you're just starting, your rival is Cynthia, but she only has a level 5. I don't know what she would have. First evolution, I don't know, maybe like a, I don't know, Dratini or something. And then every trainer is just a slightly different version of her. And they get better over time and the further you get into the game. I mean, that would get so annoying very quickly. And you would quickly be able to figure out a method. You would train your team around just being able to beat her, since every trainer is her. It's an idea. There's an idea right there, you know. I can explain why the upcoming routes are bad for you. Dark Cave has a 1% Dunsparce, and the town is the next area, has multiple egg hunts. Yeah. So both areas are pretty bad. He rolled the egg hunt one next though, right? Fortunately for me, I haven't had anything that bad yet. Although this Pachirisu is proven to be pretty annoying. But that's still a 10% hunt. I've done it a few times before, I can do it again. But yeah, egg hunting. I don't have an egg hunt on this game for a long while, I don't think. And 1% chance Pokemon, there's already methods that I can use to make them easier. So yeah, there's no real issue for me at the minute. But like, for example, if I did do this Route Master on Gen 3, then the second route, well, technically, I guess, it depends. I guess the first route would be fine because it would be Zigzagoon, Poochyena, and Wurmple. The second route has just Wingull as well, with those three, so that would be fine. And then the route after would have either Seedot or Lotad, the Ralt, which is 4%, and a 1% Surskit. I could still be on the third episode of Route Master 7 months later if I did Route Master on Gen 3. Because that 1% Surskit is crazy. But that is what Poseidon has to deal with at some point very soon. How many phases so far? This current one is phase 12. So we've done 11 phases now. This is phase 12. The record is 14. Not that I want to beat it, I just want it over with. Don't you get pickup? You get pickup if you get the right ability with Pachirisu, yes. That's what I would prefer. I would much prefer pickup for Pachirisu. Pickup for Pachirisu, there's a tongue twister right there. Try and say that 5 times fast. Because I would just keep Pachirisu in the party and just get like unlimited items. I'm curious about how realistic it is to actually complete the 1% hunts. 40K's been doing 24/7 on Seedot for what feels like months now. Love everyone doing these though. Well, take this for example. Altogether, so far in this series, I've been going for 7 months. I've done about 400,000 encounters. Just about in 7 months across 11 episodes. I've caught however many shinies, like 35 shinies or something like that at the minute. That's not even halfway to a 1% hunt encounter rate. So, yeah. It could take a long time. I mean, quite honestly, the Dunsparce hunt could just halt Poseidon for like a year. If not more. And I feel like if he gets that, there's got to be a workaround in place. Like there's workarounds in places for me now, pretty much every 1% hunt, I think, or I feel like. But for him, he's too early in the game that he doesn't really have a workaround for it. So I don't know what he's going to do. I think he's going Violet City first so he can actually get Rock Smash, which will make the Dunsparce much easier, much higher Dunsparce rate in the Rock Smash rocks. It makes sense. I mean, he can always just rig the wheel, obviously. Just spin it a few times until he gets the one that he wants, and then have that as your reaction to it. Not saying I do that, but it's something that's very easy to do if you're not doing it live. Does Pachirisu have static as an ability? It does not, unfortunately. No. I know. I've already researched all this. The closest Pokemon with static is in the Trophy Garden, which obviously is right near the end of the game. So there's no chance I'm getting anything with static. He's doing it live now. Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough. Not saying he is or isn't, but if he really wanted to make sure he has a much easier Dunsparce hunt without taking away the you know, the wheel portion, it doesn't spoil anything for viewers, I guess. It just seems like you've gone the right way. And you're getting lucky. We're getting so many Shelos's appear on screen though, it's got me worried that I'm going to get another one. Man, I'm so tired of seeing Shellos. I just want the pink Pachirisu so that this 2-month-long hunt in the Valley Windward can come to an end. Vile City also has a Primo Egg Hunt, so that's going to be a slog as well, yeah. Not as long as a 1% hunt though. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to my first egg hunt. But that's still quite a while away yet for me. The worst thing for me is still fishing, which he will have to do at some point. And he'll quickly realise... I mean, I know I'm doing 6 accounts, he's doing 4. But he'll quickly realise how bad fishing is. And fishing is by far the very worst shiny hunting method on multiple accounts. Am I going to hunt the Drifloon here as well? Yes, I am. I didn't spoil it in the episode because I wanted people to not know or maybe forget that Drifloon can be here, so I haven't mentioned it. But yeah, as soon as we get Pachirisu, we'll be doing the Drifloon hunt, and then that'll be the end of the episode. So hopefully we get Pachirisu in a reasonable time. We're already 2 hunts down. I don't really want each episode to have more than like 10 phases in because they get pretty long at that point. And also 10 phases takes a long time, obviously. So if I could get it within like 5, that would be nice. And then I can do Drifloon as well, which is just a 1-phase hunt. Even if it's a long one, it's guaranteed at some point. And then yeah, the episode will end. And then the episode after is Eterna Forest, which I'm really excited for because I get a double battle hunt in the forest for a lot of cool Pokemon, and the encounter rate is just going to skyrocket. I'm going to do like 2,400 encounters per hour or something like that. It's going to be insane doing double battles, so I'm looking forward to that. Just to see how quick getting shinies is in there, because it will be quick. I could probably get 2 odds, like get to odds every like 4 hours. Gotta add Drifloon to the team, such a good shiny. Oh yeah, definitely. He is, well, it's definitely the best shiny so far, for me at least. My favourite shiny so far is Shinx, but it's just been devalued because I've found it like 10 times now. But it still overall is the best shiny so far. But Drifloon will beat that. Knock out the other trainer Pokemon. Oh yeah, you would have to. As soon as the shiny pops up, knock out your partner's Pokemon first. Then knock out the other Pokemon you're double battling, and then you've got a 1-on-1 shot against the shiny. So it's a bit extra effort, and you've got to remember which Pokemon you're attacking and which one you're not. But, you know, it should be fine. What's your favourite shiny in general? Overall, out of all of the Pokemon? Oh, tough question. Tough question. I honestly don't know. Politoed? Really? Oh man, Politoed is like the abandoned stepchild of the Poly evolution line. I don't even like Politoed, and the Poliwag Whirl Wrath evolution line is my favourite Pokemon. But I don't count Politoed in it because I just don't like it. But I actually can't even think what the shiny is right now. Is it pink or purple? I think. Is that right? Remind me? I think so. Blue and pink? Yeah. I remember it now. Tyrantrum? Okay. You're maybe a newer Pokemon fan? You prefer the newer games than the older games? I mean, that's cool. Shiny Seviper. Seviper is a cool one. I do like Seviper. I don't know. I mean, to be honest, one of the best shinies in my eyes is Rayquaza. Just the black and red. Oof. It looks good. It looks good. Shiny Mega Gengar is sick. We were talking about this on stream yesterday. I hate all of the mechanics. I hate Mega Evolutions. I hate the Z Stones and whatever else things there is. Just stick to normal evolutions. I don't need anything else in my Pokemon games. I've got a soft spot for shiny Eevee as well. Like the like grey or snow coloured Eevee. I like that. I think it looks good. Did a shiny Ladybug Masuda hunt in Soul Silver recently to prove my namesake. Level 99 Lady. Nice. You can hate it, but the designs are nice, man. Mega Hawlucha is the one that I'm fine with. I guess tilted game balance a little too much, but the designs are fun. Some designs are fun. And then you get Mega Staryu, or Starmie, whichever one. And yeah, no thank you. It should not have legs and arms. Come on then, prediction time then, guys. When is the next shiny gonna appear? At how many encounters? We've already done 400 encounters since being live. We're racking them up quickly. It's a lot quicker than the Sapphire Dream Team hunt from yesterday. But we did a decent... Oh my god! Oh man. People didn't even have a chance to put in the predictions yet. Come on. Oh, we got a shiny Buizel. Like literally the encounter after I asked. Well, I mean, there we go, guys. There we go. Wow, what is the chances in that? We've been live for 20 minutes, and as soon as I ask, okay, come on, let's get some predictions for when the shiny's going to appear. The next encounter, shiny Buizel. That's a quick hunt, though. That is 1,614. The lowest encounter hunt in quite a while, to be fair. That's a low one, which I want. I want more low encounter hunts, but why is it not Pachirisu? Anyway, there's a shiny. Another one. We got it on stream. Alright, let's go full screen. And here's the behind the scenes look, guys. I've got to close every other game, keep account 5 open, and then go full screen on the one account that we're actually using here. Obviously, you just need to ask more often. I think the next one will be below 1,000. I just joined to this. Yeah, welcome in, man. Welcome in. Well, yeah, I mean, because we've only been live for 20 minutes, I'm going to be live for another 2 hours. We can definitely get like at least another 2,000 encounters. But here we go with Buizel. So here it is. We're on account 5. This has Shinx, Bidoof, Starly, Empoleon. Sorry. What's the middle one again? Piplup, Prinplup. We have caught something on this account already. I can't remember what though. It might have been Shellos. So let's switch in Buizel. Sorry, Bidoof. I'm so used to seeing Buizels all the time now. I've got Buizel on the brain. But let's switch in Bidoof to do a little bit of damage here. And let's try and catch this Buizel, which will be our 4th or 5th Buizel for the route. I'm not even sure. It's either 4th or 5th. Either way, it's getting less rare now. So let's just do another. Actually, will we even survive this? I don't think so. Oh! We survive on 1. Alright, we have a slim chance on being able to tackle one more time, and we can! Alright, let's do one more, if we can. No, okay. Well, that's it for damage then. At least it's not Shellos. At least it's not Shellos. That is the main thing. Let's switch into Prinplup, why not? It's another shiny that we don't get to see the back sprite of too often, so there we go. And let's start throwing balls. So, how many do we have on this account? We have a few. It's 11 Pokeballs and 1 Great Ball. We should be fine. This should take maybe 2 Pokeballs max. Oh, okay. Well, it's definitely not going to take 1 Pokeball then. Water Gun does 1 damage. Oof. Yeah, good try. I think we're staying alive for this one. Let's try again. Second ball. 1. It broke out at 1 again? What's this Buizel doing? Alright, let's try a 3rd time now. This should be like a 80% catch rate or something like that. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, it broke out a 3rd time. I'm wasting balls here, which I don't really want to do. We're down to 8. Come on, let's catch it this time. Any more, and I might need a restock in case... What is happening? I'm going to have to restock on this account, because if we get Pachirisu on account 5, we need a few balls. Like, yes, we have the Great Ball as well, but I kind of want to save that for later. But, I mean, if worst come to worst, we'll have to use it. But what is happening here? 3. There we go. About time. This is a stubborn Buizel. And no Pokédex entry, so we have a Buizel on this account already. Great stuff. Well, let's head to the PC and figure out the nature. So there we go, guys. Buizel's caught. Let's get some nature predictions in the chat. What are we going to get? This is a tough one, though. Didn't want to stay in the ball. Alright, let's go on the PC here and check the nature. Ah, it's a second Buizel. There's no gender differences between the male and female Buizel? Interesting. I thought every Pokemon in this generation had a gender difference, but there's nothing here, unless it's with the back sprite. But I doubt it. Unless I'm missing something. No, they both look exactly the same to me. Oh well. We have Gapchangi. Gapchangi. I need to search what that is because I don't know what that is. Gapchangi. Let me find my list of Korean natures to find out what Gapchangi is. Where is it? Scrolling down, scrolling down. It was literally the bottom nature. Alright, we had some guesses. Did anyone guess right though? I'm looking in the chat. We have no one guessing it right. Alright, so we've got the Buizel. It is Gapchangi nature, which is timid nature, which increases speed by 10% and decreases attack by 10%. So, I mean, speed, Buizel is a speed demon, so the boost to speed is nice. The decrease to attack isn't great, but it's okay. It could have been better. It could have been a better nature, but it's not the worst. It's not the worst. But these are its stats: 16 attack, 13 defense, 16 special attack, 11 special defense, and 23 speed. We have a level 10 already caught on this account, and if you compare the stats, you know, it is one level higher, but the new one has better defense and quite significantly better speed for being a level lower as well. So, you know, it could be something there. If this was a level higher, the attack is going to be lower, definitely. The special attack could be similar, and the special defense is likely similar as well. And everything else is better, so this could be the better Buizel overall, most likely. So yeah, a very quick hunt, but not the hunt we wanted. So that is phase 12 complete now. On to phase 13, and hopefully this time we get Pachirisu. There we go, guys. That live commentary section will be in the video. But yeah, now we've got to reset and go again for phase 13. Like I said, just at the start of the stream, our record is 14 phases. We're almost there. So let's save. I will stop the recording, and we need to reset all of the games back up again. Joined at a different time, I see. Yeah, we've just hit a very early Buizel. 1614. It's an early one. The difference in male and female Buizel is the back sprite. Males have 2 float sacks, females have 1. Yeah, I assumed so. I assumed so. Damn, joined just after a shiny. Yes, you did. A very early one today. I don't mind it. Hopefully the next one is also early. But yeah, guys, I need to give me a second because I need to reset up all the games again. So the screen will go dark while I reset all 6 games. So give me just a minute. But in the meantime, what do you think the next encounter is going to be? Oh man, is it going to be Pachirisu finally? Are we finally going to get it on phase 13? I really hope so. I really hope so. It just feels like we're going to be stuck in Valley Windworks forever. And the thing is, the Route 203 video we did with the 14 encounters, or 14 shinies, I did 123,000 encounters altogether. I'm only just over 90,000 here, but it's just taking me a lot longer. So I'm still like 30,000 encounters away from that record in that route. But I'm only 2 phases away as well to tie in the record. But that's because one of the hunts was like a 40,000 hunt. Screen 5, there we go, and then the final one, screen 6. Let's get that set up here. Open the game, account 6, put it on the bottom right screen, and there we go. Reset the counter back to 0 again. Alright, we're good to go. Next encounter, Shellos. Did you find a shiny yesterday on Sapphire? I did not, but we got like 4,000 plus encounters, so we're over halfway at odds. Now it might actually be Pachirisu after my prediction of 2 golden boys came true. That is true. But there was a Shellos as well. That is also true. Well, we're all set up, ready to go again. So, we're back at 0. And let's continue onwards. Let's continue. Imagine if we got a shiny in under 100. I forgot what my lowest encounter is. I think it's like 400 and something. Or was it 200 and something? Was it 200 and something? We've had 2 hunts under 1,000. Let me check the list. Let me check. I want to see it again. Where are we? Let me check the list. So we have 264 for Onyx, 672 for Bidoof, and those are the only ones under 1,000. So our lowest record is 264. It's a tough one to beat because that is very early, but it can happen. Why have you reset the games? Because we just got the Buizel, so we're starting a new hunt now. We're going fresh for phase 13. Hopefully this time is the time, but we continue. We've done 12 phases, and we haven't found a single shiny on account 2 yet either in Valley Windworks. So maybe this is the time? If account 2 is the savior that finds Pachirisu, then that would be cool. Because we've done over 80,000 encounters now, so share that by 6. Each account individually is like, what, 12,000 encounters deep? Which means account 2 is over odds for a shiny already by quite a bit. So account 2 is due something. Just hasn't had one in a while. But then, I mean, account 4 was our unluckiest account. All the way to Gym 1, it only found 1 shiny, which was the Ponyta. So maybe account 2 is doing that run for until the next gym. We're not finding anything on there. I was wondering because Diamond and Pearl are Fudo? Pseudo? I don't know what you're trying to say here. RNG games, meaning shinies are predetermined based on the frame? No, they're not. Plus I'm playing Platinum anyway. It's only Emeralds that's like that. Emerald's the broken one. That's already predetermined based on frame. Pseudo. I always see that word and I never know how you actually pronounce it. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say the word either. Pseudo? I'm gonna shut up now. I feel like an idiot. Pseudo. You know what? I have heard people pronounce it then. And I feel like even more of an idiot now. Well, I've got a feeling we're in for a long hunt because we have found 3 shinies now since ending the last episode, all on stream. And they've all been under odds. We've had a 4,000 hunt, a 3,000 hunt, and now a 1,000 hunt. So I feel like we're kind of due a longer hunt now. But if it's Pachirisu, I don't care, as long as that's next. I had a wild shiny Sandshrew on Ruby. I was trying to catch a Skarmory in the Ashy Rain route, and it appeared on the walk I was as I was refilling Pokeballs for Shiny 2. Oh, very nice. Sandshrew is a cool Pokemon. I do like it. Sudowoodo is... Sudowoodo. I'm going to pronounce it right now. It makes sense. It makes sense. We've got 25 viewers in here right now. Welcome in, everyone. If you're a first-time chatter, leave a message. I want to know that you're here. I mean, I say first-time chatter. This is only my fourth live stream, I think. Is it fourth? Or fifth? Fourth, I think. Fifth. I did one on Sunday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today is Thursday. So yeah, fifth. I just realised it's after 5 PM and I can log off from work. It is way over 5 PM for me. It's 10 PM right now. So if I was still logged on, I would be wondering why I've worked an extra 5 hours. What about last time chatters? Yeah. I appreciate you all. First ever shiny for me though was Whismur in Whismur Cave, and I just found it by accident. I wasn't hunting in there or anything. Although, great place to hunt if you want a Whismur, because it's it's the only thing that's in there. But I just happened to be walking through, and boom, shiny Whismur. Shiny Spinder in Omega Ruby, which conveniently one of the most sought after shinies before bank closes. Yeah. I mean, I know it's so obvious they're going to release every game on the Switch just so that, you know, one, they can get more money out of people, and two, this whole uproar about bank closing doesn't matter anymore because you can just transfer them all between the Switch copies. They're not going to kill off the older generations. Definitely not. They'll just re-release them again. For an extorted price. Shiny Eastern Shellos in Platinum. You mean this one? The pink one? That was your first ever shiny? That's an unlucky first ever shiny, I can't lie. It's like one of the worst shinies of all time. It's basically the same colour. Shiny Relicanth using chain fishing in X. Now that is a good shiny. Yes. I like Relicanth a lot. The first caught full odds. Very nice though. Even if it is Shellos. Mine's Dave the Riolu. Oh, the blue one is the east one. I thought... Oh no, yeah. We're in the west, aren't we? We're in the west. Shiny Unknown Fire Red. Didn't really see the sparkle, so knocked it out. My bro was telling me it was shiny. Didn't listen, tried to prove it wasn't. The next looks so different. Oh, but Unknown is like blue. Shiny. And its normal one is black. Surely it's pretty obvious, no? I'll take Black and White 3 over a port of 1 and 2 as long as they make it a 2D classic style game. The thing is, I mean, they're definitely starting with the Game Boy games first. So obviously we've got Fire Red, Leaf Green. They're going to be doing Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald soon for the 30th anniversary. Has that been officially announced or is that just rumour? I've heard about it. They'll likely do Heart Gold, Soul Silver next. And then that's Gen 1, 2, and 3 covered. But then, after that, I don't know how they're going to do Gen 4 and onwards, because they're DS games, and obviously DS has 2 screens. How are you going to do that on a Switch? How are you going to show that on a Switch? So I think they might have a little problem with the DS games. Do you support a football team? Of course, Newcastle. Unfortunately. And FC Seoul. I've been to a few FC Seoul games. I think they'd go the Brilliant Diamond style instead on it. Oh, yeah, that's true, actually. That is true. That's true. They could remake it just like that. Well, not the same, like, chibi art style, but that's how they would handle DS games. I completely forgot about that, actually, but yeah. That's probably how they would handle the DS game. So yeah, they don't have a problem then. They know what they're doing. That's how they're going to re-release them. And just get more money out of people for the same games that have already been released and everyone already owns or has easy access to. I mean, they suckered me in with it as well because I bought Fire Red for the Switch, which I don't even know why, to be honest. Why did I buy Fire Red for the Switch? Why? I mean, I'm more than happy just using emulators as is, which are free. And I rarely play the Switch. Why did I spend, like, however much it was, £17 or something like that on Fire Red for the Switch? I don't know. Mouse mode on the controller could be used for the touchscreen. Has anyone completed the Pokemon Platinum Mansion with every piece of furniture? I honestly don't know what you're talking about there. The mansion with every piece of furniture? In Pokemon Platinum? This game that we're playing right now? I bought Fire Red in Spanish to try and learn Spanish, but can't get past resetting for a shiny Charmander. Oh, yeah, unlucky. I don't know why they made, like, all of the games in different languages separate downloads. Like, come on. It's a Switch game. Like, if you're putting it on the Switch, just at the very, very start, you know, you've made very minor changes to the game as is. You've spent basically no money porting it over. Just put a language selector at the start of the game as soon as you open it up. Why make it difficult and why set the languages separately and you've got to pay for them separately? Why? Ugh. So annoying that they've done that, you know. And also there's only like 3 different languages available. The villa in the resort area? Ah, okay, okay. Move the furniture? Resort area. Ah, you mean like the Battle Frontier place? No, wait, that's Emerald. What am I thinking of? I know the beach area, but... the mansion? It's been such a long time since I've played, like, I've finished Platinum. Like, I finished Diamond and Pearl, well, Shine and Pearl and Brilliant Diamond not so long ago. But obviously they don't have any post-game stuff. So, all the post-game stuff, I can't even remember. It's been that long. And, yeah, I don't even know what that mansion stuff is, if I'm honest. The last time I actually beat Platinum was probably when it first came out and I got it. I mean, yeah, I couldn't remember getting a house in Platinum. I don't remember that. I'm kind of picturing now you beat the Elite Four and then you wake up in your house in a mansion instead of back at your mum's house. But then, what? I don't remember that at all. But surely that's the case though, because why would you wake up in your mum's house if you've got your own house? Spanish is very difficult if you're an English speaker. Honestly, it's not though. I mean, it's one of the languages that's like taught most in English schools, I guess. And like a lot of the words are pretty easy to figure out. The sentence structure is the same as English. If anything, Spanish is one of the easiest languages to learn as an English speaker. Not that I can speak Spanish. I took it for 1 year in school when I was like 14. I don't remember much, but it's one of the easier languages to learn, and that's why I picked it. Because I wasn't interested in learning any language, so I just chose an easy one. If you're going to do the post game for this challenge, then you better get ready to fill up that villa. Yeah, I'm still undecided on that. I guess I'll decide in 5 years' time when I actually beat this challenge. I'll play the post game of Platinum so I can experience what it's like to own a house. With rising prices these days, I understand firsthand how it feels to not own a house. One day we'll get there. The issue with foreign languages for English native speakers is we start teaching it too late. That is very true, which is why my daughter is already learning bits and pieces of Korean at 3 years old. Because me and my wife wanted to speak both languages. And it's to me, it's the most impressive thing in the world, being able to speak multiple languages, being able to communicate with people from a different country fluently. Like, I'm so impressed by that. And I'm terrible at learning languages, but we want our daughter to be able to speak Korean as well. So she's doing bits and pieces. She speaks well, she only really speaks English, but she knows a few words in Korean and understands Korean a bit more. But yeah, she will be fluent in both. Maybe Heatran Hunt if you're not up for the full post game. Yeah, I mean, because after you beat the Elite Four, it opens up like the national decks, and I'm not doing that. I'm not going back to every single route to get the national Pokemon that now appear in all of the different grasses. It's too much. But to complete like the normal Pokedex, you know, we've got Heatran and things like that, so I guess those ones would count. I'll have you know my RuneScape house is kitted out. So is mine, so is mine. I could never afford the golden sink though. Well, I wasn't here for long, I need to go to bed. Thanks for tuning in anyway, man. Being multilingual is better for the brain long term, and it's easier when they are young as they have a high neuroplasticity. Yeah, I'm well aware, which is why I struggle so much to learn languages now. But I mean, I will eventually learn Korean. I mean, I've got a Korean wife, I've got no excuse. I need to learn it at some point. We've been together 6 years now, and I know a few phrases and words, but I still can't hold a conversation for more than like 2 sentences, which is pretty embarrassing, to be honest. And there's like, she's got family members I can't even talk to. So I will learn, but I just struggle so much. Like, I've started to learn so many times and it just doesn't go in. It just doesn't stay in. So I don't know, I need like a proper tutor who can teach me. And I know what you're thinking, well, your wife's Korean, why doesn't she just teach you? She's not a good teacher, trust me. She gets annoyed so easily. Like, we'll say a word like 10 times, and then 30 minutes later she'll ask me what that word is again, and I'll be like, I don't remember. And she's like, how don't you remember? We've only done it recently and we've said it like 1,000,000 times. How don't you remember what the word is? I'm just like, I don't know, it's not going in. And yeah, that's my problem. My company has a couple China offices and it's so impressive to hear my co-workers communicate in English. Yeah, I bet. Hey, good to catch live. Hey, welcome in. Welcome. You've just missed a shiny, to be fair, which is why the encounters are so low. We just caught one like 30 minutes ago. It was a Buizel though, so not what we're looking for. So the hunt continues. Fun fact, bilingualism. Is that a word? Bilingualism? I thought it was just bilingual, or being bilingual. I didn't know bilingualism is a word, but okay. Bilingualism makes dementia have a much later onset, if at all. That's good to know. I need to learn Korean then, so I don't get dementia. I have the same issue with my fiance who has family in Peru, which led to my purchase of Spanish Fire Red. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, that's a, yeah, good excuse. Which, I mean, this is why I'm playing Pokemon Platinum in Korean, to learn more. Even though I just kind of skip through the text, if I'm honest. I'm barely paying attention. So, because I know this game, like, I know what's being said most of the time. Like, yeah, when I do the commentaries where I'm telling you, like, everything that NPCs are saying. Do I let you in on this secret? What I do is, I watch a video of someone else playing the game in English, and I'm like, write that down, and then I just match them up, and then I know, oh, okay, so this NPC says this NPC says this. It's not the best way of doing it, but it just saves me so much time. Instead of just, you know, like, reading the Korean, translating it properly, and actually understanding the words more, which is what I should do if I want to learn. I know this. I know that's what I should do. I should write down the Korean, research it, check what it all means, and then understand it better. But I don't. I just watch a video in English and then be like, oh, okay, that's what the NPCs are saying. I'm destined to never speak another language. I got a G in French at school. Didn't even know you could get less than an F. That's incredible, to be fair. I mean, yeah, I was forced into French as well in school, because that's like the first language my school taught. From like year 6, we learned French. And then in year 9, you could pick another language to do alongside French. And then in year 10, you could choose to just get rid of language altogether. So for 4 years, I learned French. For 1 year, I learned Spanish. And yeah, I was terrible at both. I really was. French, I really just didn't care about learning French. Like, I've got no interest in going to France. And I was just like, I don't really care about learning this language, but now I'm forced to, so I didn't really put much effort into learning it. Spanish I cared about slightly more, because we used to go on holiday to Spain from time to time, and I was like, okay, well, that's the obvious choice. The choices I got given were pick between Spanish, Italian, and German, and I was like, well, I go on holiday to Spain sometimes, so I should probably learn Spanish then, I guess. So I did a year of that, and again, didn't really do well, because I didn't really care that much. And then in year 10, I just dropped all, like, both French and Spanish, because I really didn't like learning languages. But hindsight is 50-50 though. Like, if I knew I was going to be so obsessed with Korea at the age of 21, and then end up marrying a Korean and, you know, being forever linked to the country, I would have learned Korean, like, years ago. But I just obviously didn't know that at the time. Heart Gold and Soul Silver have an interesting change in the Korean version. The monks in Bellsprout Tower have different kimono design than the rest. I didn't know that. That is interesting. Probably because of the rivalry between... I don't know if rivalry is the best way to describe it, to be honest. But you know what I mean, rivalry between Korea and Japan. Because a lot of people mix up the cultures and both sides get very upset by it. So having kimonos in-game, I don't know. The Koreans will be like, well, that's a hanbok, that is our thing, that's not a kimono, that's a hanbok. And yeah, there's a difference, trust me, there's a difference. I'm actually kind of proud of myself that I remembered the word hanbok there for the clothing, because that's what it is. And I was like, yes, I remember things in Korean, yes! Same with the Japan version. I picked up Japanese version to get Masuda Ditto recently. Oh, okay. I think because obviously the Pokemon games aren't technically set in Japan, right? Like, yeah, it's all localized, and a lot of the buildings and stuff take inspiration from different cities and places, but they'd never specify. Like, it's all fictional. It's not like real cities or real places. So I don't think Korea would be wanting a game set in Japan officially. So they'll change the clothing slightly, that sort of thing, to make it not seem Japanese. And the best way to do that, when there's obviously Japanese inspired stuff, is to make it look Korean. Since, controversial to say, but a lot of the cultural aspects and things do look pretty similar, and they did steal a lot from each other. And then, obviously Japan invaded Korea, and then there was a massive war, and that's why Koreans hate Japan. But yeah, let's not get too political now about wars and the war between Japan and Korea. And all the slavery and everything else that happened. On the plus side though, my wife has an aunt who lives in Japan. She's not Japanese, she just lives there. And yeah, we're gonna go visit next time we're over in Korea. Have a weekend trip. I'm studying Japanese and I found out that if you still struggle with reading kanji, the best game to play is Animal Crossing. You can choose to have kanji or just hiragana/katakana. Yeah, see, I don't know what that is. I don't know. But I'm assuming it's like simplified Japanese. The way I can tell the difference between the languages is, right now you can see on screen, it's obviously Korean. Korean is very boxy, straight line letters, that sort of thing. And for the most part, a lot of the characters are very simple. Japanese is also simple characters, but it's a lot of swooshes. It's not straight lines, it's like all curved lines, that sort of thing. And then if it's Chinese, then it's all very complex, complicated characters. And that's how I tell the difference. Korean, box letters. Japan, simple swoosh letters. Chinese, complicated letters. Foolproof system. It is interesting though that the Korean language was basically made like less than 100 years ago by King Sejong. Sejong? Oh, I might be getting that wrong. Okay, it might not have been 100 years ago either, but it was recent enough where it's like, wow, okay, the language hasn't been around that long. Or maybe 200 years ago. King Sejong, I think. Sejong. That name is ringing a bell, but I should probably know that. But yeah, he made the language. And a lot of it was based on Japanese, but changed. Obviously because of the war. Hiragana is more curvy or cute. Katakana is more sharp. Alright. I think my method of distinguishing between the languages is still intact though. I mean, I know the Korean letters, so I can spot it easily. I wouldn't not see Korean. Like, I would always know it's Korean. But, I also know Chinese letters are very complicated. So I would be able to pretty much understand when it's Chinese, and then Japanese is the leftover one. The more simplified, swooshy characters. We're getting up to 700 encounters, and that means we're halfway to when we got the last shiny. Was it 1,400 or 1,600? Either way, it was early. But I've got a feeling this is going to be a longer hunt. Unless it appears on account 2. We're due a shiny on account 2. We've got 27 people in here right now. How's everyone doing? Again, if you're a first-time viewer, or you're just not someone who usually chats, leave a message in the chat. Let me know you're here. Get involved. Does anyone think we're actually going to find a second shiny tonight? We'll go for like another hour and a half. We can get to probably just over 2,000 encounters. We might get a shiny before 2,000. We might. There's a good chance. We'll probably get like 2,500 maybe. It's over a quarter of the way to odds. I've never had 2 shinies on one stream yet. I mean, I've only streamed 5 times, but we've had 3 out of 5 streams now get a shiny, which is pretty good going. But never had 2 in one stream yet. You would need to get like 2 early encounters though, I guess, to get 2 shinies in one stream. Or have the previous stream end with like a high encounter rate, and then we start the stream early, get a shiny, which I guess did happen today. We got one after 20 minutes and then carry on going to get another shiny, and it would have to be another early one. But we'll see. 100% you'll get it next pick. I mean, I really, really hope so. If we can get Pachirisu next, and we can move on to the Drifloon, that would be great. It really would. And then we can wrap up this episode, get it released, and then we begin hunting in Eterna Forest, which I'm really excited for. I can't wait for the double battles in Eterna Forest. And it's also one step closer to getting Rotom as well, since Rotom was in there, although we do have to beat the second gym first. But as soon as we get the second gym done and we get cut, we can backtrack and get Rotom, which would be a cool shiny since it's like a pseudo legendary, as they say. I'm using words. I am using words that I just learned properly. I mean, I knew the word, I just didn't know how to pronounce it. Although the Rotom shiny is disappointing. Like, Rotom's not really a powerful or that good of a Pokemon in my eyes anyway. But it is cool that depending on what form you get of Rotom, it's a different colour. Whereas the shiny, it's orange, and then no matter what form you change into, it's just still orange. Which is a bit disappointing. Fun fact about cast form in Gen 3 though. Obviously you can get cast form shiny, but when that changes form due to the weather condition, the shiny sprite, like there is no shiny sprite for the weather forms, so it just shows the normal sprite, even if you've got the shiny version. So yeah, fun fact for you there. There is no shiny sprites on the original Gen 3 games. It's probably fixed now for further games, I assume, maybe, I don't know. But in the original Gen 3 games, when you get cast form shiny, the original sprite is shiny, but all of the weather forms are not shiny. Who knew that one? Who knew that fact? I feel like that's an interesting one that not many people do know. But I believe it was fixed in later generations and stuff. It was just an oversight. Has the chat really slowed down? Or is it just me? Have we frozen? It feels like we were going well for a while there. Like everyone was talking and that. And now it's just kind of died off a bit. No, you heard of that? Wow. The Castform fact, yeah, it's an interesting one. Not that I've ever had a shiny Castform, but I did find that out though. Castform should have gotten its love in Gen 4. Yeah. Castform was always a cool Pokemon for me in Gen 3 because of the fact that you only get one of them. Okay, the characters are completely different. That to me would just make learning the language even harder. Having two different languages for the same language. Yeah, oh, you've got to learn both to fully understand the language? No, thank you. At least Korean only has one. Although they've got two different number systems, which throws me off as well. Like, why you got two different number systems? And how am I supposed to know when to use one set of numbers and when to use another set of numbers? Like, they've got Hana dual set, which is 1, 2, 3, and then they've got Ely Samsa all, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's like, why do you use two different numbers for the same numbers? I'm playing Pokemon alongside your stream, planting to hunt shiny Darkrai and Platinum. Oh, now that would be a cool shiny to get. That's something I'm going to have to get here as well at some point. A long time away. I love seeing Hail Form every time. Yeah, Hail Form is probably my favourite Castform form as well. I was hoping you would shiny hunt for a starter in Gen 3. I am going for Torchic, but I only have got 2 shiny uncatchable Pooch. Yeah. I mean, everyone does Dream Team quests. Like, it's not a new concept, but everyone always picks a shiny starter for the team. And for me, Gen 3 has such a varied and great Pokédex that none of the starters make my favorite 6. So I decided, you know what, let's go against it. I don't need a shiny starter Pokemon in there to take up one of the 6 slots. So yeah, we're not hunting a shiny starter in there. Which is also a bit of a time save as well, because hunting the shiny starters, you've got to do the soft resets each time and all that jazz, so it's a bit quicker not doing it. But that's not my reasoning behind it, it's just the fact that I find a lot more Pokemon in the game better than the shiny starters. Are you not going to hunt Drifloon as well? We are, definitely. But we've got to get Pachirisu first. Hiragana is used for everyday words, katakana is for foreign words and sometimes names, especially foreign names, foreigner names. That's interesting. I remember when I was living in Korea, I joined a Sunday league football team, a soccer team if you're in America and you're wrong. And do I want to bait out the name of the club? Probably not. But I joined right when, the week after they just ordered strips for the whole team. So all the players had these cool custom strips, which were purple and blue, and they looked really nice. I actually really, really liked their kits. And everyone on the team got them, and then I joined a week later, and they're like, oh, well, we're kind of not doing another order because you've got to order them in bulk, and we've just got one for everyone. So I was like, okay. So I didn't get a team strip, and we never played any official matches. I just went to training, I guess. I didn't really stay for that long. But it was fun, and yeah, I was the tallest guy there because I'm 6'4", I'm a tall guy, but I just kind of towered over everyone, and it was hard to get the ball off me because of my size. So I did pretty well there playing football, but yeah, it was a fun time. I was a little sad to not get a kit though, because that would be a cool kit to have, just because basically no one's going to have it, and it's a cool little Sunday League kit. But yeah, missed out on it. Does static not increase the odds for encountering a Pachirisu? Yes, it does. But we can't get any Pokemon with static until the Trophy Garden, which is miles away yet. So unfortunately, we can't use static. Otherwise I would, because obviously the Pachirisu is a pain, it seems, to get. But yeah, we just can't use static here, unfortunately. Apparently documents in Japan have a limited space for writing your name, so if you have a long name it is complicated. Might even have to change my name. Spaniards have 2 last names. I guess, yeah, like, my name had to be kind of translated into Korean characters for documents in Korea, which is interesting. Having to, like, spell out my name in Korean letters, and then they pronounce it slightly differently as well, obviously. Hey, Hero, just stopping by before practice. Good luck on the mouse. Thank you, man. Appreciate you jumping in, even if it was just to say good luck. We've caught a shiny today, but not the one we want, so we continue onwards. So Chinks got static, not in this gen. Not in this gen. Would be useful, but no. Trust me, like, all these things have already been checked and figured out and stuff, because if there's any method that could speed up shiny hunting, I would know about it. Because every single route that I enter, I always double check to make sure I'm doing everything possible to make the hunts as quick as possible. And static just isn't available. It's not something we can do here. I think Shinx does have static in, like, later generations though. But not in Gen 3. Gen 4, sorry. I just had like a deja vu moment there, just looking at the screen thinking, you know, I feel like a shiny's gonna come like any second now. I wouldn't mind. Hopefully the deja vu prediction comes out. Hopefully it's Pachirisu. I never plan ahead route by route. So like I'm not planning for 3 routes time to think what I need to prepare for in advance to make shiny hunting easier. But as soon as I end an episode and I know I'm going to the next area, I research that next area then and make sure I've got like everything possible to make hunts and life just that much easier. But yeah, I'm totally not prepared for like 2, 3, 4 routes time or anything further than that. So when we get an egg, will I have something with Flame Body? Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think there's any fire Pokemon that can learn Flame Body before we get an egg, but I haven't looked into it. Hopefully there is, but I don't know. And then same for other things as well. Like I haven't checked exactly when I get the next like fishing rod or anything like that. So I research the routes as we go. So things are still popping up as a surprise to me too, because I'm finding things out. Like when I post an episode, people in the comments usually say like, oh, next episode you go in here, then you've got to do this. And I'm like, oh, good to know. Because I'm researching before starting the episode, so I'm only just finding things out as we go. But yeah, for this route, already done all the research. And yeah, static not available. Are you going to reset for the Togepi egg? I mean, I will be, yeah. When is the Togepi egg? I know there's a Togepi egg. I know there's a Riolu egg. I feel like there's probably a third as well, but I don't remember what. Is it Why-Not, maybe? But I couldn't tell you when any of them are. I know the Riolu one is on Iron Island, I believe. Togepi, couldn't tell you. It could be in Eterna City, and if it is, I'm not prepared for that hunt at all, and that's only like 2 episodes time. In Eterna City, is it? Oh man. Okay, so we've got an egg hunt in like 2 episodes time. So we've got this episode that we're currently doing. Next episode will be Eterna Forest, and then the episode after that will be Eterna City, which we'll get the egg. So that'll be what that episode is getting the Togepi shiny. Ugh. So we've got a guaranteed egg hunt in 2 episodes time. Oof, that's going to be a tough one. Not looking forward to that then, because we definitely won't have Flame Body for the egg before the Togepi hunt. Are we going for the Drifloon? We will be after Pachirisu, yeah. Oh man, I really didn't realise the egg hunt was that soon. Oh man. That's going to be a long hunt, you know. But at least it's a 1-phase hunt. But I'm not going to have a bike, am I? Do you get a bike in Eterna City, actually? Maybe? I'm all over the place. Maybe not that early. Or maybe you do. Do you get a bike in Eterna City as well? If I've got a bike, at least that speeds things up slightly. But I've got a feeling I'm going to be stuck with this egg, and I'm going to be stuck running around with it. The bike is in Eterna City? Okay, so we'll at least have a bike for the egg hunt. But that's not going to be a fun hunt. But at least it's a 1-phase hunt. But it's going to take a while. Because I've got to save before getting the egg, and then I've got to pick it up, run around forever until it hatches, check to see if it's shiny, and then if not, reset. So right now you can see I'm getting 6 encounters like every 10 seconds. For an egg hunt, I'm going to be getting 6 encounters like what, every 2-3 minutes maybe? That's a massive difference. A massive difference. It's going to take a long time. Because I've got to run around to hatch the egg and then play out the entire egg hatching animation each time, and then see if it's shiny, and then soft reset, and then pick up the egg again and do it all again. It's gonna be a long hunt, you know. But it is still better than fishing. I'm really not looking forward to getting the good rod or the super rod. I don't want to do fishing hunts. Fortunately, there's not that many fishing hunts in the game overall. But there's still like a solid amount. Like there's still at least a handful or so. Not looking forward to it. Really not. If I get Surf, it kind of wipes out some of the fishing hunts, which is great. But I'm going to get the good rod before Surf, I believe. The super rod is after, but a lot of the super rod encounters I don't need to worry about, because most of them are just evolutions of good rod hunts, which I'll already have done. And some of the good rod hunts you can get through Surf as well. So I would much prefer just to get Surf and get those Pokemon before fishing. That would be the ideal scenario. Have you checked the last digit in the save file IDs? For the fossils, I have. 4 of them have even numbers, 2 of them have odd numbers. Which, it would be better if it was 3 and 3. But I can just find 2 fossils on each account, and then transfer them all between each other so they each have 1 fossil each. Like, so they've got both fossils on each account, and then, you know, I can do the fossil hunt easy that way. So it's no big deal. At least I have at least one account that's an odd number, so it doesn't really matter. That's all I needed. One even, one odd, and then I can trade fossils between each other. You can give fossils as a held item, right? I believe so. I haven't actually tested or checked, but I believe you can give fossils as held items to Pokemon, right? And then transfer them through that way? If not, then that makes fossil hunting a lot longer, because it means I can hunt one fossil on 4 accounts and one fossil on 2 accounts. Ugh, which would take a lot longer than just hunting both of them on 6 accounts. Yes, you can put them as held items. Okay, that's great then. Perfect. No worries then. Fossil hunting is fine. I am actually looking forward to the fossil hunt as well. That's relatively soon as well, because that's also Eternicity. Oh man, Eternicity opens up a lot of different hunts. We get the egg hunt. We get fossil hunting. Oh, that's a big thing. That's a big thing. It opens a lot of hunts. A lot of potentially annoying hunts. When did you get the World Rod? Episode 3, I think? We did a Magikarp episode. No, it must be episode 4. Episode 4, I think, was the old Rod hunt. Anything in the key items tab that's not a key item or an HM? Yeah, I thought so. But the old Rod, you can only ever catch Magikarp, so we've got the fishing hunt out of the way for the old Rod, so we never ever need to use it again, thankfully. I don't think fishing will be topped throughout this entire series. I don't think there'll ever be a worse hunt than fishing. So, yeah, not looking forward to doing it again. If I can hold off as long as possible on fishing hunts, I will. I will try and catch everything possible surfing first. So that I just don't need to do it again fishing. Earliest flame body is Fuego Ironworks after surf. Oh, that's still a long way away then. So yeah. At least one egg hunt will have to be done without flame body. With the Togepi in 2 episodes time. Ah man, I didn't realise it was that soon. Well, it's a different hunt that we haven't done yet. So we need to do it at some point. So yeah, it's a different hunt. We've done quite a lot of different hunts already. We've done fishing hunts, we've done static encounter hunts, we've done normal grass hunts now as well. We will soon be doing fossil hunts, and we'll also be doing an egg hunt soon, so that's a lot of different methods of shiny hunting. The only one we haven't done yet is the honey tree hunts, but we're not doing that for a long time yet. But again, that's basically just like a static encounter. Magme Magbar, is that late? I got spoiled a lot by Renegade Platinum, yeah. Yeah, there's no flame body Pokemon for quite a while. Or Slugman Route 204, 214 Stark Mountain. Yeah, but that's technically National Dex as well, so that's after the Elite Four. So, again, I don't even think I'll be catching National Dex Pokemon, really. I do wish the underground in this game was like the one in Brilliant Diamond, Shine and Pearl though. Although that would kill the Route Master series, because imagine just how many different shinies I would have to catch in the underground if I was doing that. Whew, that would be a lot. But I do like the underground system in Brilliant Diamond and Shine and Pearl, it's a lot better. Because I don't really care about secret bases. which is something I'm going to have to do in this as well. Once I get the underground, is make a base and get all the items for it and stuff. But that's like an optional secondary goal, which I'll complete as I go, because I can't get every item straight away. I've got to like play the game and do things. So that's like an ongoing activity throughout the Route Master, is to get more items for the secret base in the underground. You got the Lotad? Yesterday I did not get the Lotad. We got halfway to odds. We got like 4,000 encounters, but unfortunately we didn't find a shiny yesterday, and we're only doing the Sapphire Dream Team once a week, so it'll be another week yet before we continue the hunt. Mount Coronet, Basement and Goodrod, you know what that means, right? Feebas? Yeah. Yes, I do. The only annoying part though is finding the right tile, but even then, if I spend like 20 minutes, I can probably find the right tile on each account. And then after that, it's just a case of resetting. And there's like a 50-50 chance, right? 50-50 encounter rate. So yeah, the first 20 minutes will be annoying to find the right tile on each account. But then after it's found, it's just basically a 50-50 encounter rate. So it shouldn't be too bad. I think you have to talk to people in the underground to unlock Spiritomb. You do, but you need to speak to 30 or 32 people, I think. Maybe 34. But you can, since I'm using 6 accounts, I can just use these accounts and just go onto the underground, talk to each other, leave, re-enter again, and do that however many times until all of them have spoke to each other 32 times, and then yeah, then I can get Spiritomb. So that'll be an annoying setup because it's just going in and out of the underground 32 times on each account. So that'll take a while, but it's just time consuming, I guess. But then I can earn Spiritomb. Appreciate the context on the schedule. Yeah, the Sapphire Dream Team quest. It is a series we're going to do alongside the Route Master, just so I can post something else. But we're only going to be doing it live like once a week, just so I can have a break from Route Master and do something different. So the designated day currently is Wednesdays for the Sapphire grind. Apart from next week, because I'm away on Wednesday, so there'll be no stream, but I'm going to push it to Thursday next week. So we'll still have one day next week where we do the Sapphire grind, but yeah, it will be Wednesdays going forward, apart from next week. Don't the Feebas tiles shift every day? They do, which is why every time I hunt, the first 20 minutes will be annoying to find the tile, but after that it's pretty straightforward. I thought it was 50-50. Either way, 40% is still a very high percentage. There's a solid chance we'll get Feebas within 2 encounters, I would hope. 2 shinies. Well, 2 phases is what I meant. Not 2 encounters, although if I got Feebas shiny in 2 encounters, incredible. It is pretty easy to find Feebas though. Like if you start in the... I've seen a video of someone doing this as well though, but like if you start in the bottom corner and just fish in every tile going like in a zigzag pattern, like backwards and forwards, snake style, you usually find it by like the 3rd or 4th row at most. There's like 20 rows. You usually find Feebas within like the first 5 rows or something. The guy did it. Like he did the hunt for Feebas. It took him like 100 days or something. But again, he was just using 1 account, which is why it was a lot slower. But he always found the Feebas within like the first 5 rows every day. So it's pretty easy to find. If you go to Jubilife City and get the ID lotto checked, you can pop that into a page that tells you the Feebas style. Yeah, that is true as well. If I just wanted to kind of cheat my way to find the tile a lot quicker, I can just do that. Which, since I've got 6 accounts, that makes things probably a lot quicker, so I probably will do that. because it just speeds up me getting the shiny, I guess. And there's no harm in that. Like, what's the harm in just checking where the tile is instead of having to hunt for however long to find it? It just speeds things up. It doesn't harm viewers watching the video, does it? Not really, so I probably will do that. It's just the same as using like the repel trick and all these other websites that I'm doing to figure out the encounters and how to boost the odds for certain things. Like, that is a trick as well. So, you know, using a different tool to figure out the exact Feebas tile, that's also just a trick. So, yeah, I'll do it. We've got 35 viewers in here right now. Welcome in, everyone. This is the most viewers we've had in a stream yet. Welcome, welcome. You have unfortunately missed a shiny earlier in the stream if you weren't around earlier, which is why we're only on 1,300 encounters right now. 20 minutes into the stream, if you want to go back and watch, 20 minutes in, we found the first shiny, which was a Buizel, and we've been continuing on since then in the hunt for Pachirisu. Yeah, 35 people in here. Not bad going, guys. Not bad going. Have a hunt for the tile and then a hunt for the actual Pokemon. I mean, I know for a fact, no matter what I do, people will complain. People complain that I'm using speed up, although it doesn't affect them personally, and the only thing it's doing is making me spend less time finding each shiny. Instead of spending 100 hours, I'm spending like 80 hours. Okay, alright. Because the speed up I'm doing is only 1/3 quicker, I've mentioned it before. But instead of 60 frames a second, it's going up to 80 frames a second outside of battle. So it's not like I'm being sped up a lot here. It's going up 1/3. It's not even 2 times speed outside of battle. Inside of battle, though, it does go up to like 200 frames for some reason. I'm not in control of it. But as soon as I click run again, we're back down to 80 frames. Yeah, people complain about the speed up. People complain about the fact I'm using 6 accounts. People complain about the fact I'm using an emulator instead of real hardware, which to each their own. But again, why does it bother you? Why does it bother you? I'm releasing videos for people's entertainment. Like, just enjoy it for what it is. Does it really make a difference if I say this is on official hardware or if this is an emulator? Not really. But there is the purists out there who I'm assuming complain because they're doing pure hunts and they're jealous of the fact that I'm getting things slightly quicker. Because why else would you complain otherwise? I mean, I get it though, but also, if I wanted to do this on official hardware, I'm spending hundreds of pounds to get multiple DSs, multiple versions of the game, the capture card set up and connected properly, which I don't want to pay for, so I'll continue to use emulators. I meant that as being such an absolute try. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Don't worry. It's midnight for me. I gotta go to sleep. Oh, Glocks, that's your first message as well, and you're mentioning that you're leaving. Well, good to see you in here anyway, man. Hopefully we'll see you next time. But yeah, it's 11 PM for me. I'll be going for another hour. So there's still a chance to get a second shiny in another hour. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, it will be good to get another early shiny though. But we'll go until 2,500 encounters because we're getting about 1,000 and so encounters an hour anyway. So we'll go to 2,500, see if we get lucky. But just the fact that we've had 3 relatively low encounters in a row, I don't know. I feel like we're due a longer one. But then, I mean, 2 of the last 3 encounters on the previous episode were both over 25,000, so, you know, maybe I am due a few smaller hunts in a row, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I can definitely tell the difference between doing a Rootmaster stream and a Dream Team Quest stream, though. Because the Dream Team Quest stream yesterday, it was like double the length of this. It was like 4.5 hours instead of like 2.5. But the average viewers was like 10. But in here right now, we've got like 35 viewers. And usually the average is over 20 as is. So there's definitely a need for the Rootmaster. Which I get. I do get it. I understand why. But yeah. Still interesting to see though. I'm currently preparing a cosplay for Comic-Con, and managed to find everything that I need, and my old costume fits me better. I'm on a weight loss journey. I'm also on a weight loss journey actually. I've just made a bet with my friend that we'll lose a certain percentage of weight before one of my friend's weddings next July. Like, we only made this bet a week ago, so we've got like 11 months to lose a certain amount of weight. And so far, I haven't exercised once since last weekend when we made the bet. So it started off well, but we've got 11 months. We've got plenty of time. Plenty of time. People complain for the love of complaining. Circle of life, though. Don't worry, you are doing great and entertain more people. And you think, oh, thank you. That's a very nice comment. I appreciate that. Do appreciate that. I would like to spread out this content to more people though, because I feel like a lot of people, well, because I'm a smaller channel and I've only got like, you know, less than 15 videos altogether, not many people know about the channel, so the content isn't being reached by a wider audience. But I feel like I need that like one big idea to pop off and do well for more people to check me out. Which is why if you've seen the recent post on my channel that I posted today, you can see it on the channel page if you just go along the posts. I have an idea for a one-off video which I do feel could do well. It's just gotta hit the algorithm, you know, be recommended on people's home pages and stuff. Rootmaster usually is, for my benefit, it is. Because it's a popular series that started well for me, so it does get recommended more, and that's just how YouTube works. But when I'm doing one-off videos, they tend to not get pushed. The idea just has to be great. So I feel like I've got an idea that has potential to do well, which is what I teased today on the channel. But we'll see. I'll be recording it this weekend. It'll only take me like 1 or 2 days to actually record and edit. So there'll be a slight pause on Rootmaster for like 2 days while I fully record, edit and upload a video. So, you know, you'll have some content going on. I'm just not going to live stream it. But yeah, having a 2-day break from Rootmaster, it's not the biggest deal in the world, really, is it? Just that now that I've got that idea and now that I know the concept works, I'm really invested in just doing it. So it'll be a fun one. It'll be a fun one. I'll get the video up this weekend. Or I should do, at least anyway. As long as I've got the time to do it. I'll have a lot of free time on Saturday, not as much free time on Sunday. But, you know, Saturday, I'm going to go for it. Get most of it done. I've been exercising every day for 3 months now. I started in early June, 30-40 minutes a day. I do static bike and weightlifting. Yeah, I mean, I used to go to the gym quite a lot. Used to be in pretty decent shape. And then my wife got pregnant. And then all of that stopped. And yeah, I put on a lot of weight, actually. Like, not just a little bit. Like I said earlier, I'm 6'4", so I'm a tall guy. Which means I'm heavy anyway. But like the ideal weight for me was like 100 to 105 ish. Well, no, like 95 to 100 kilos. Like that's my good weight. That's where I feel good. That's when I'm exercising and stuff. That's a good weight for me at my height. But right now, I'm 113 kilos. I'm overweight. I've put on like, 15-ish kilos since my daughter was born. And over the past 3 years, I've barely exercised. When I was in Korea last year for 10 weeks, I went to the gym almost every day while I was there in Korea. And I lost 10 kilos in 10 weeks. Like, I have the capacity to lose weight. But then I came home and put it all back on again and just stopped exercising straight away. So I'm currently sitting on 113 kilos. So the bet with my friend was we're both going to lose 15 kilos before next July, which I know I can do because I lost 10 kilos in 10 weeks. I know it's very possible to lose 15 kilos. I could do it in 3 months if I really tried. I've got 11 months. But yeah, I need that weight gone again, and I'll be back to my like peak weight, and I'll feel good again. Another stream shiny, streamer look is real. I mean, kind of. Before streaming, I was getting this similar type of look anyway, just recording myself. I'm still, like, overall, my like odds of getting a Pokemon, like the odds are 1 in 8,192. My average odds are like 1 in 10,000. I'm still like above that those odds by a significant portion, by like a quarter more. But yeah, that'll slowly decrease and even out to around that 8,192 mark the more shinies we get. But right now I'm like statistically over odds more often than not. But that's also pushed up quite significantly by the 2 40,000 hunts that I had so far. So we need some more lower odds hunts to get that average down. We deserve it. What's your fastest shiny? So far it's 264 for Onyx. But that came right after a 44,000 hunt. So in the one episode, I got my longest ever hunt, which was Zubat, after 44,000 encounters. And then I got my shortest ever encounter hunt right after it at 264. So that episode's an interesting one for me, because there was only 2 shinies caught, and it was my longest hunt, followed by my shortest hunt. Enjoy the shiny Pachirisu you get 10 minutes before stream end. I'm off to sleep. Oh, I hope so, man. I really hope so. But thanks for sticking by anyway and getting involved. Appreciate you. Hopefully I'll see you next time again. And hopefully your prediction's right. If we get Pachirisu in 30 minutes time, I would love that. It would be a great way to end the stream. I mean, it would be a good way to end the stream no matter what shiny I got. If I got a shiny to end the stream, but yeah, getting Pachirisu would be the dream. It would be the dream. And then the next hunt can finally be Drifloon. And then we can get another episode out. Actually, the newest episode of Route Master is doing very well. So thanks everyone for checking it out. It's my second best performing Route Master video so far. Like over the time period that it's been uploaded for. For some reason, episode 3 is my best performing video. Obviously, episode 1 and 2 have the most views, but my best performing over a certain period of time is episode 3, the Shinx one. And I think that's because Shinx is a cool shiny anyway, and I've got it in the thumbnail. And I've also titled it my longest hunt yet, which, in hindsight, saying my longest hunt yet on episode 3, well, it's not like I've hunted that much by episode 3, but that's the title anyway. So I think people click on it because they see, oh, longest hunt yet, we're going to have a long hunt here, when I think it's only like 16,000 or something like that, 20,000 maybe. But it's also Shinx. But that video just performed really well in the first week it was uploaded. But the last episode that was just uploaded last week, that's my second best performing video so far on the channel. So thanks everyone for watching it. Hopefully we keep it up with future uploads. Hopefully that just keeps going up and up, and every video that we upload just does better and better. That's the goal anyway. I mean, that's the goal of every YouTuber, is the next video to be the best one. So yeah, that's what I'm aiming for. You can take solace that a hunt won't be over 74k, since that's as likely as a shiny in one encounter. I think the YouTube record is like 80 something thousand. I'm pretty sure I've seen that. Like, I watched a video of like longest hunts on YouTube. Like, someone did like a top 5 video of like the longest hunts that have been recorded and uploaded on YouTube. And I'm pretty sure the top one was like 80 something thousand. But all the top 5 were like over 60,000. And it's like, damn, I've had 2 hunts just over 40,000. I must be close. How many phases is this on? This is currently phase 13. My record in one route is 14, which is route 203 when we were hunting Abra and Zubat, where I found them both phase 13 and then phase 14. But this Pachirisu, it's phase 13 now and still hasn't shown its face yet, so we might be breaking the record here. We might go to 15 phases potentially if it doesn't show up either this phase or next phase. There's a good chance, to be honest. But we are over odds for it. We are due one any time now, really. Like, the odds of this 10% Pachirisu are 1 in 81,920. We've done just over 90,000 encounters. So we're over odds, but not by a massive amount. But hitting odds in any one singular hunt, like if we hit 8,192 encounters, that's still only like a 60% chance that you've seen the shiny by hitting odds. So yeah, sitting at 90,000 encounters, we're probably like a 70% chance that we should have seen a Pachirisu by now, which obviously is decent odds, but it means we're sitting in like the 30% chance of not finding it by now at the minute. But the more encounters we do, the more chance it appears, and we've got to find it at some point, right? We have to. It's because it's the best Pika clone shiny. Ooh, controversial take there. You think Pachirisu's the best Pika clone? I'm not sure on that one, you know. I'm not sure. I've got a soft spot for Plusle and Minun, personally. And I also really like Mimikyu. If that counts. Is it a clone? If it's just Hidon? Kind of, technically, maybe. Someone went 16 phases for a 40% encounter. He was going crazy. Is that Poseidon? With the Kakuna, was it? Or the Spinder? One of them? Poseidon went a very long time just to finish the route that he's just finished. He went like 30 phases, right? Something like that. Like, he found a lot of Pidgeys and everything, but he couldn't find the Spinder or Kakuna or whatever it was that he was looking for, which was like a high percentage chance. Sludge King for a shiny Timber. Ah, okay. Oh, actually, I've seen that video. Yeah, I watched it because he was getting all the Zeb Strikers all the time. Yeah, I've watched that video, actually. That is pretty unlucky that he couldn't find that shiny Timber after like 16 phases when it's a 40% chance. Like, I would be going crazy as well if I was hunting a 40% chance Pokemon. I would expect it within 3, maybe 4 at most. To go 16 phases without seeing it, I'll be like, what the hell is going on? It's a 40% chance. And I've rolled that dice 16 times now and it hasn't paid out? Come on. Like, imagine you had a 5-sided dice and you needed it to land on 1 or 2 and you rolled it 16 times and it never landed on 1 or 2 every time you rolled it 16 times in a row. You would go crazy. If I was in a casino and that happened, I would lose so much money. Be like, how the hell has this not happened yet? The odds must be pretty astronomical at that point. Like, the fact that that could happen, that's got to be a huge chance that that hasn't happened though, right? Like a 40% chance not happening 16 times in a row. Someone Google it. I want to know what the percentage chance is of that happening. Just Google, like, what is the percentage chance that a 40% chance wouldn't happen 16 times in a row? I'm sure that will... I mean, it'll answer you. It will answer you. You'll get a percentage back. But the odds in that happening must be massive. Have you made any friends with any of the shiny hunters? I haven't. I've mentioned this before though, but I'm very open to talking and just like chilling with other YouTubers, but like I have literally no connections. Brosidon is subscribed to me. I know that much. He's seen my episode 1 and subscribed. And that's it. That's it. I've never spoke to him though. He is aware of me doing this series though. And I'm pretty sure he's aware of other people doing Route Master series, because I've checked other people's Route Master series and I've seen him leave comments on the videos. But unfortunately not on mine. No comment from the originator himself. But he did subscribe, so that's something. One in 17,000? Nah, I feel like it's more than that. I feel like it's got to be more than 1 in 17,000. One in 2.33 million. Yeah, that is the odds I was expecting. Yeah, that is crazy. You're so cool. I hope they get in touch too. Who's logged into my second account here and start posting these comments on the video? I've been loving the content from JFlash. I don't know who that is. I've mentioned before, but like, I know very few Pokemon YouTubers. Like, I do watch people's videos, but like, I don't remember most of their names, and I don't watch them that often. If a video pops up unrecommended, then I'm like, oh, okay, cool, I'll watch this. But I'm not like a persistent watcher of many Pokemon YouTubers. I know a handful, which I do watch, but for the most part, there's not that many. This is also probably why people haven't reached out to me. But also, I don't even know how I would reach out to anyone myself either. Like, how could I reach out to like any other Pokemon YouTuber? What am I supposed to do? Leave a comment on the video saying, hey, can we talk sometime? Yeah, that's not going to work. They're not going to reply saying, yeah, sure, add me on, blah, blah. But there's like no other way to like private message anyone these days. Unless they've got Twitter maybe, and then I can message them on Twitter that way. That's something. But then what could I even do? If I reached out to a YouTuber, what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to do? Oh, hey, I like your content, let's do something together sometime. But then it's like, well, I'm a shiny hunter, I guess. I'm stuck doing this one series for the next 5 years. I could spare some time to do a video, but I don't know what we're going to do. It's not very enticing for the person I'm reaching out to, I guess. Nah, dude, you're really cool. Thank you, other account that someone's obviously logged into and started leaving comments on this video of mine. I remember the Gen 5 Root Master Eclipse was in the chat before. Yeah. I do speak to Eclipse, I guess. He comments on my videos, I comment on his. He was in one of the previous streams, we were chatting a bit. So yeah, there's Eclipse. Yeah, there is Eclipse, I do speak to them. Again, I speak to them through YouTube comments and my live stream that they came into once. I don't really have like a contact for them. Like I don't know how I would contact them. Right guys, we've got about 30 minutes left. Do you think we're going to get another shiny in the next 30 minutes? I don't know. We're closing in on 2,000 encounters right now as well. So we're about a quarter of the way to odds. Which is probably about like a 15% chance of finding a shiny by this point. So not massive, but not impossible. The two 40,000 encounter hunts I had, by the way, I did work out the odds on that. And it was like 1 in 200. And I was like, that feels very low. That I am 40,000 encounters deep. Which is way over the odds. And it's only like a 1 in 200 chance. I was like, so that means it's likely to happen like 2, maybe 3 times across the course of this series. And then I've already had it happen twice. I was like, there's still a long way to go in this game. Is it going to happen again? I hope not. I hope I never have another 40,000 encounter hunt. But then, after that, my third highest encounters is 25,000, which is a significant drop. I've had no encounters between 25,000 and like 42,000, which is crazy. How have I not had any encounters between that wide range? But yet I've had 2 encounters over 42,000. I've had 42,000 and 44,000. How's that happened? Like, my top 3 goes 44,000, 42,000, then 25,000? How is this such a big drop? What happened? Why have I got 2 such massive hunts? Hope the hunt is going good. Seems like you found a shiny today. I did! Welcome back, Green. Yeah, we found a Buizel 20 minutes into the stream. So a very early one today. Which is how we've managed to get another 2,000 encounters already. Because, yeah, first 20 minutes we found a Buizel after, was it like 1,400 encounters, I think? Or 1,600? Like, we started the stream on 1,200 encounters. I think we got to 1,600. And then the Buizel popped up. And then we've started again since, and we've done another 2,000 encounters. Still on the hunt for Pachirisu. Your 40k hunt is the same odds of like a shiny in 63 encounters, so very unlucky. Yeah, exactly. I would love a hunt on the opposite end of the spectrum. I would love to get a hunt in 63 encounters. No matter what it was. Although it would be extra good if it was a Pokemon I actually needed. But even if it's a duplicate, if I got a hunt done in 63 encounters, that would be pretty great. Hold on. Is this In the Jungle, the Mighty Jungle, the Lion Sleeps Tonight? This is a Pokemon theme? This is a Pokemon playlist. What's with the In the Jungle, the Mighty Jungle song? What game is this from? Route 206 to 208, Day, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. This is a Diamond and Pearl song? In the Jungle, the Mighty Jungle? Hold on. We need to replay this music here. Hold on, hold on. Go back. Oh no, wait. This Route 206 timestamp on the video has just been going on for ages. Okay, let's go back in the song like a minute. I'm not going crazy there. I definitely heard In the Jungle, the Mighty Jungle. I'm waiting for it now. There! The lion sleeps tonight. What the hell? The mighty jungle. What game is this song from? What? Since when was this in a Pokemon game? Surely that's copyrighted in some way. How has Nintendo got away with this? You can't keep getting away with this! You got it in ROM hacking? I did, just today. Just today. I've been researching today and now I've got a video idea based on an idea that came out of yesterday's stream. Oh, there we go, In the Jungle, the Mighty Jungle again. I'm just listening to the music now. But yeah, well, yeah, I got into ROM hacking just today. I watched a few videos. I've learned how to do a few things. And I trialed it, did a little test run. It seems to be working pretty well. There is a minor issue with it, which I'm not sure how to fix, but it's not bad enough to me not doing the video, so I'm going to continue. And yeah, it should be good. And this video I'm going to do, it'll take me like 2 days to record, so I'm going to do it this weekend, get it all recorded, get it edited, and get it uploaded as soon as possible. So we'll have a new video this weekend. It's not going to be a Route Master, but it will be a new video. Just a one-off video, but it's basically just testing out this new ROM hacking skills that I've gained today. And it's a pretty unique idea, and I feel like it's got potential to be a big video. I definitely feel like it's got potential. It just depends on if it gets pushed to the algorithms or not. It's so funny how your quickest shiny was the Pokemon with the lowest encounter rate. Yeah, the Onix. I mean, to be fair, I just did a 44,000 encounter hunt. And then it came up 264 encounters later. So it was deserved. It was needed. Because I could have technically got like 5 shinies in that time and I got 1. So, yeah. I mean, if you look at that picture on the channel, it kind of gives away what the video idea is going to be about. We spoke about them a lot yesterday. But yeah, it should be a fun video. Looked a little like the one person from Pokemon Colosseum. It does, doesn't it? It does look like that one person from Pokemon Colosseum. Mirror B is his name. It is indeed. Start the Pokemon Platinum, the Pokemon Colosseum music now. Let's salsa, guys. Oh man, I'm gonna have that music in the video as well. I have to. I'm gonna like get a bunch of Pokemon Colosseum music and just play that throughout the video. It makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, we're playing as Mirror B. We're gonna be playing the game as Mirror B, guys. I'm not gonna give away the full idea. But I mean, you can tell from that one screenshot kind of where we're going with it. But we're going to be playing the game as Mirror B. So look forward to that video this weekend. The funky dude with the Ludicolo and a random Dragonite. That's the one. That is the one. The best villain in a Pokemon game. And he's, I mean, out of the agents in Pokemon Colosseum, he was the only high up agent, like boss agent, who didn't have a legendary Pokemon. Like all of the other bosses in the organization had a legendary apart from him. And he's the one that you battle the most, and he is also the most memorable person in the game. So yeah, he's cool. I've seen though, like if you search Mirror B theme in YouTube to get his music, the XD theme has more views on the video than the Colosseum theme, which I can't believe. The Colosseum one is, one, so much better. It's such a better theme. And two, like, surely more people have played Colosseum than they have XD. Especially now as well, because XD is, like, the rarer game. It's so much harder to get and way more expensive than Colosseum. But Colosseum was, like, a more well-sold game. A better game as well, in my opinion. I just didn't really like XD that much. And, yeah. The theme is better, yet on YouTube, if you search Mirror B theme, his XD theme has more views. I couldn't believe it. I don't know. Maybe my taste in music is wrong. Nah, can't be that. Everyone else is wrong. I have a remix of Mirror B's theme by Glitch City in my Pokemon playlist. I've never heard it before. I've just heard the originals. But yeah, expect a lot of Colosseum music in that video. Although, the sprites I've made for Mirror B are based on his Pokemon XD attire. Not his Colosseum attire, because in Colosseum he wears like a full yellow like suit, whereas in XD he wears like a purple suit. And I've based the sprites, like the sprites I've created for him are based on his look in Pokemon XD. I think he looks better in XD, but surely he's more well known from Colosseum though, right? I don't know. I mean, it was his first introduction in that game as well. That's what he's known from, is from Colosseum. Don't get it. Well, we've got about 20 minutes left for a shiny, if it's gonna happen. But we've already got one this stream. Will we get two though? 20 minutes left to find out. Otherwise, we'll be wrapping it up yet again without a Pachirisu. But yeah, I need to go to bed. It's almost 12 o'clock. I'll be going to bed at 12. Controversial opinion, Pokemon Conquest soundtrack is goated, especially Dragona's battle theme. I've never played Pokemon Conquest. Is that the... Actually, what console is that for? Pokemon Conquest? Is that a Nintendo 64 game? That can't be a Nintendo 64 game. Conquest. I can't even think what that game is. Oh, is that the DS one? That's like... not similar to like Mystery Dungeon, but kind of. No, is Conquest the one in the caves? Actually, for Nintendo 64, am I thinking right? I don't even know. DS? What's Pokemon Conquest? I can't even picture it. I'm gonna have to Google it right now. I'm too curious. We need to pause for a second, guys. Pokemon Conquest. What the hell is this? When was it released? 2012? Honestly, I don't even know what this is. Oh, is this like a role-playing game? Like a strategy game? Ooh. It reminds me of like one of those Yu-Gi-Oh games with the dice. You know the Yu-Gi-Oh game with the dice? That was out on Game Boy Advance. That's what it's reminded me of right now. Yeah, never played that one. Conquest was US and Japan exclusive. Oh, well, that might be why I never played it then. I don't know who Nobunaga is. Nobunaga? Nobunaga? It was interesting to play an RPG turn-based game. Does anyone know the Yu-Gi-Oh game that I'm talking about though? The one on the Game Boy Advance, I think it was, where you had the dice and you set shapes down on the playing board, and you could move your characters across the shapes to get to the other side to battle your opponent. God. Man, I mean, it's not as good as it's a Forbidden Memories on the PS1. That game is goated. That is the best Yu-Gi-Oh game. Even though it's incredibly hard, and I've never actually finished it because it's so hard. And most people who have the game have never finished it because it's so hard. But yeah, there was a Game Boy Advance game for Yu-Gi-Oh where you had like dice and you rolled like different shapes and stuff, and it was weird. Time for more Wind and Valley. Hopefully not works though. I mean, Cabral, you missed the shiny at the start of the stream. We got another Buizel, so we're still going strong. Conquest came out in England? Okay, well I just missed it then. What was I doing in 2012? 14 years ago. How old was I? Hold on. Quick maths. I was 17. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. I was definitely playing Pokemon when I was 17. I feel like I've never heard of or even seen Conquest before. Yu-Gi-Oh! Dice Monsters, that might be the one, you know. It's ringing a bell. Yeah, I mean, those type of games are not really my type of game anyway. The whole, like, Fire Emblem, Final Fantasy style. Like, I know Final Fantasy is, like, one of the... It's, like, most people's favorite game, or a lot of people's favorite game. It's, like, a goated game of all time, but it's not my style. The turn-based RPGs, not my style. Wow, you doomed at this point. Too many under odds. You got this. Also, might be Dice Monsters. Been a while since I played those old Yu-Gi-Oh games. Are a ton of fun. Yeah, I think it is Dice Monsters. But yeah, we got Buizel like 20 minutes into the stream, so you can go back and check. It was definitely like 20 minutes after being live. At like 1,600 encounters. So a very early hunt. And then obviously we've already passed that since restarting since then. But yeah, we just need Pachirisu. But the last 3 hunts now have been 4,500, I think, and then 3,000, maybe 400, and then now 1,600. So we've had 3 under odds hunts in a row. We're kind of due a longer hunt, or at least one that's at odds. So we'll see, but this is also phase 13 now, so we've done a lot of phases with no Pachirisu. Oh, I didn't leave that previous Weasel battle. There we go, we're all good. Nothing messed up on the encounters there, we're all good. Let's continue. It's just a matter of when. You are completely right. We've been lucky in 10% hunts, like the Wurmple last episode, or the episode before, whenever it was. We got that in, well, the first encounter on the route. That could have easily just been like the Pachirisu here, where it took another 13 encounters or so before finding it. We just happened to find it first. But the luck throughout the past few episodes in a row has been very good, so I can't really complain that this one's taken a while now. Ever since the Route 203 video, which I think was like episode 6, we've had like 5 episodes in a row where pretty much everything has went well. Until now. What happened to the music, by the way? It just went to a dead stop. Ah, the playlist ended. Okay, let's find another one. There we go. I've just somehow opened Microsoft Teams by accident. There we go. Get out of here. Since you said you love Oblivion, which guild would you choose? Fighters Guild, Mages Guild, Dark Brotherhood, or Thieves Guild? I always kind of went to the Fighters Guild. I really like that one. Even though I know that's like the earliest one, and maybe the one that most people go to first. But I always like that one. I like the Fighters Guild, so I would say that one. Although the one that was probably the most fun was the Thieves Guild. I did like that one. Although the Dark Brotherhood is also a good one. The Mages one is I take it or leave it. Don't really care. It's like Fighters Guild is the easy one that people go to first. Mages Guild is okay, but nothing special. Dark Brotherhood is pretty cool. And Thieves Guild is always like a fun one as well, in my opinion. Favorite save? Do you mean save? As in save file? And one you don't like as much? Do you mean save file? If so, no, I don't have a favorite one or one I don't like as much. I'm kind of rooting for account 4 at the minute just because it's got the least amount of shinies. Although we have found 2 here in this area. Or 3 maybe now. But overall, account 4 is the one with the least amount of shinies, so I'm kind of rooting for it. But I like all the accounts. I think account number 1 is like second. Like the one that's found the second least amount of shinies, and that's the one that I've had to transfer everything else to. So account 1 is stacked, but it's stacked with Pokemon I've transferred over. It hasn't really found many shinies itself. Save file, yeah. Okay, I thought so. But yeah, I've just answered the question, I guess. Don't really have a favourite, but I'm rooting for account 4. Although I'm also kind of rooting for account 1, because the less I need to transfer over, the less transfers I need to do, which just saves time and effort. So if account 1 wanted to find pretty much everything, I'm more than happy with that. Dark Brotherhood all the way. Yeah, I mean, it is a fun one. It is a fun one, but yeah, I like the Warriors Guild just because it's pretty easy and it's like a beginner guild. And it's always fun with low level accounts. And then I also do really like the Thieving one as well. Today's the day. I mean, I hope so, but we're going to finish the stream in 10 minutes, so it's looking pretty unlikely. But I wouldn't mind. My co-director buddy has been doing a Dream Team quest on Leaf Green. Poor guy got Bulbasaur in 17k and now is on 6 phases into Sandshrew on Route 4. 2 back-to-back 26,000 phases, single game as well. It's rough. Oh, on a single game, I can imagine just how long that takes. That'll take you a long time, like a long time. What's the most shinies you found in one day? 2. But in a 25-hour period, I've found 3. But in one single day, 2. Do you have 6 games or how do you multi-hunt? I'm just using emulators, so I don't have 6 DSs or 6 versions of Platinum or anything. It's all emulators. Makes life a lot easier. And also in the future, if I want to do the special events for like Arceus or whatever, or any other special event, I can just ROM hack in the items I need instead of just not being able to do it on physical hardware. So it's like an extra bonus. The Mages Guild, if you don't use magic, is the same thing as with College of Winterhold in Skyrim. It's just a drag. Yeah, like I said, I didn't really like Skyrim or play it that much, so I'm not really sure there. But again, like, I just wasn't... Like, it was fine, but it was, like I said, in my opinion, the worst of the 4 guilds. Oh my god, I'm going for this exact same thing, Route 4 Sandshrew. I'm on phase 4, 11k now. Good luck, soldier. Good luck. It's a tough fight doing full odds shiny hunts. It really is. And, you know, I'm doing 6 accounts at once with slight speed up. I couldn't imagine playing just one account doing a shiny hunt at full odds. Like, no thank you. I wouldn't be doing Route Master if I had to. Are you planning to hunt the event legendaries for the Route Master? I am, definitely. Yeah, I'll get Arceus and Darkrai and all those that you can't really get on physical hardware. Because I'll just ROM hack in the items needed and go do the events. That's a benefit of having emulators. And I think people would like that as well. Because if I do a Route Master on physical hardware and then I get to the end and I'm like, oh, sorry guys, I'm not going to hunt Arceus because I'm on physical hardware and there's no way to do it. But yet, I'm not. I'm using emulators and I can do it. I can just hack in the item and go get Arceus. And people will be like, yay, Arceus hunt. So that'll be a good one. The Great Marsh will be wild. Yeah, I'm still not really sure what I'm going to do there. If I'm honest, do I leave it till the end? I've got a feeling I'm going to leave the Great Marsh until the very end. And just, like, hunt everything else possible before the Elite Four. And then, because I believe, like, some of the Safari Pokemon you can catch elsewhere. So it just takes away a few hunts, but there's definitely some that are exclusive to the Safari, and I'm going to have to get them at some point. But if I do the Safari as soon as I get there, it's like I could be there for months because of like low encounter rates and the fact that they can run away. So do I really want to put the series on basically hiatus to catch all of these Safari hunts? I don't think so. So it's likely going to be skipped until pretty much the end of the series, I think. How about Manaphy? Manaphy's an interesting one because, I mean, it's just an egg hunt, but you can only technically get the Manaphy egg from Pokemon Ranger. I can hack in the Manaphy egg. I can do that. So maybe. But then... actually, I don't even know how it would work. I can't, like... If I hack in the egg, I'll know if it's shiny or not. Like, I can't really do a hunt for it. Because when you hack in the egg, you need to set whether or not it's shiny or not. I believe. So... It's like... I can't really do a hunt for it. So I don't think I can do Manaphy, to be honest. I don't think it's possible. I think that is the one Pokemon that will be impossible. All the rest should be okay, though. Were you not looking to finish the main quest in Oblivion? Martin Septim, my beloved, he got a massive glow up in Remaster. I had a love-hate relationship with Martin, I can't lie. He can be very annoying at times. Or break the Great Marsh down into different parts. I guess I could. But again, each part individually, depending on what the hunt is, could take months. How do the exclusive Cart Safari Pokemon work for emulators? If I remember, you need some of the Gen 3 games for spawns, right? Yes, but I've already said I'm likely not going to do the National Dex, which is what all of these hunts are. I'm just sticking to what you find in the base game here. After you unlock the National Dex, I will continue to get the legendaries that are possible. But all the base game Pokemon you can get before the Elite Four. It's just legendaries after that are exclusive to the generation. All the rest are the National Dex, which I don't care about. So I'm not going to be doing all of the the cart hunts. You'll have to at least get a normal Manaphy in order to hunt for Fion. That is true. Actually, I can't even remember what the special event is for Fion. Fione? How do you pronounce it? Fion, I think? I've always pronounced it Fion. I think it might be Fione. But I'm not even sure what that special event is. I know the Darkrai one. I know the Shaman one. I know the Arceus one. Heatran isn't a special event, but it's on the game that I'll need to do as well. Same with Giratina. I don't think I know the Fion one. But yeah, if you need a Manaphy to be able to do it, then I guess I'll need to hack in a normal Manaphy. Or I could just hack in a shiny one, because at this point, what difference does it make? Since I can't hunt for it, I might as well just hack in a shiny one to say I've got it. And then I can do a proper shiny hunt for Fion. So Manaphy might be the one non-legit shiny. Just because there's no way of getting it. But I need one for Fiona. You need to breed Manaphy. Well, it is an egg hatch, but you can only get the egg from Pokemon Ranger legit. And since I'm on an emulator, I need to like hack it in. But when you hack in an egg, you need to set whether or not it's going to be shiny while you're hacking it in. So there's no way to like, you know, hunt for it. I'll know while I'm hacking in the egg if it's going to be shiny or not. You just put Manaphy in the daycare with Ditto. Can Manaphy actually have eggs with Ditto though? You could get a Ranger Shadow of Almia ROM and transfer from it. I don't think emulators work the same that way. I don't think you can do that. Can Manaphy have eggs with a Ditto? I thought you couldn't with legendaries. If you can, then I'll do that. I'll just hack in a normal Manaphy, put it in the daycare with Ditto, get an egg that way, and then do it. Yeah, I didn't think it could have eggs. That's the whole gimmick with Manaphy. I meant breed Manaphy with something or to get Fiona. Ah, okay. I thought you meant to get another Manaphy egg. I'm working on a Manaphy hunt after my ribbon quest. That is a tough hunt. I mean, you need Pokemon Ranger. Manaphy hatches from a Manaphy egg item. Putting it in the daycare gets Fiona. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, guys, we are over midnight, and I've just realised we've just passed 2,700 encounters as well. Unfortunately, no Pachirisu tonight. But we're going to wrap up there because it's over midnight now, and I have work in the morning, so that'll be fun. There's a good chance I won't stream tomorrow because I think I'm going to do this idea that I've got so I can get the video out this weekend, because I'll have more time tomorrow and Saturday but not much time on Sunday to actually be able to record or anything. So if I spend time tomorrow and Saturday doing it, then I could get the video out on Sunday. So yeah, we'll have a new video this weekend, guys, but this is likely the last stream until the video is out. If I've got the video ready on Sunday, I'll stream on Sunday as well, on Sunday night, as normal. But yeah, this is likely the last stream for at least 2 days. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a few days, but look forward to that new video coming soon. I'll get it up as soon as I can. So thanks, everyone.